Welcome back. We're done watching the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox
movie.
Wow.
The animated.
2 thumbs up.
First of all, can I say
2 thumbs up.
that I don't watch animated movies at all. Like,
No.
how many times have you tried to get me to watch an animated movie?
She hates anything.
I don't think that looks like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. I'm grown up with like. I like Disney movies.
Mostly
then, like,
when it comes to the superhero movies, though.
Yeah, I just hate the way
You
it
don't
looks.
wanna watch
I'm
none
just like,
of
I'm so
those.
used to like the real life movies.
The
this
live
movie
action. Yeah.
was so freaking amazing.
But she watched it thanks to you guys.
I
and she
loved it. And actually,
Yeah.
one thing that I wanted to like say real quick before we get into the movie is if y'all have other suggestions of movies that maybe we can get some insight, like something about Black Flash would be awesome because we don't know anything about him, and obviously this movie wasn't about that.
Yeah, Black
but
Flash.
other things that you guys think that might be insightful, definitely recommend them in the comments below, and then maybe if we get a lot of, again, suggestions of the same type of movie, I will definitely consider watching again because I totally enjoyed this. Like,
And
I really had a good time.
I know on YouTube there's always a whole bunch of comic explainers on there too.
Yeah,
so,
we watched those as well.
If
for
there's
sure.
a really good one about I want to know one about Shazam because that's an interesting.
Shazam.
Yep, Shazam's a good
That
one.
was very
to know about.
yeah.
And Black Flash.
Yeah, because
So,
we didn't know anything about that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this movie overall, we give it a great recommendation to anybody who want to watch it. Yeah, good, very, very good. I wish they make a movie just like this.
Can we just make this a
Seriously.
movie already? Like,
seriously,
I don't think that I could geek enough if this wasn't a movie. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep track with how many superheroes. I don't even know some of them. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, everybody was there. You know, all the big names was there. Batman, Superman, they all was there. Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Some of the people I remembered from my childhood, but I don't really know their names.
But I remember even like in one of the first parts of the movie where Flash is going against Reverse Flash, and then you
got Heat, Mr. Freeze,
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold, yeah, the Cold
and then
guy,
that group.
Heat
But
guy.
then when
they was all on the show.
Yeah, but when then freaking Green Lantern and
Green
Wonder Woman,
Lantern,
everybody showed up. I was straight geeking. I was like, this is so crazy.
Yeah. Well, who we didn't know is the guy. The all silver guy with the red, almost like a Canadian leaf on his chest right there, almost like Captain Planet, but probably. I don't
know who that was. I thought he was kind of reminiscent about like the Watchmen guy. Because he had all the power. I don't know who that guy is.
And then we seen him again in the Aquaman ship at the end. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know who that guy is.
So who that guy is? Comment below. Let me know who that guy was.
The red emblem, and I don't know.
Yeah, who is that guy?
Yeah, because
is he off the chain? Is he a badass? Let us know.
Yeah, because I just thought because of the energy base too, kind of seemed like Watchmen guy.
When it comes to the action in this movie, man, it was nonstop. And the action scenes on point for real. I mean, if they made the movie like that with the fight scenes, actually, even the one with Batman and Yo-Yo, which I'm assuming that's supposed to be Harley Quinn, but in a different world because now we're on a different time thing. So it could have been Harley Quinn with Yo-Yo, or it could be Yo-Yo. I don't know.
You don't know Yo-Yo. Anyways, it was awesome.
But she kicked Batman's butt for real.
Seriously.
All day.
I wrote down. It's so funny because RJ, while we're watching, he's like, "Oh, look, it's Harley Quinn." So I wrote Harley Quinn with like hearts next to it, and then like I wrote Yo-Yo question mark because I figured she had yo-yos, and then like come to find her name was Yo-Yo. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. And then Batman, wow, the Batman in Earth 2, let's just call it, or Earth X, because we don't know whatever Earth this is. Really changed the time zone.
It's just a different timeline.
It's a different timeline.
It's same Earth, but different timeline.
Different timeline, and this Batman is crazy. He's straight killing people, 2 guns blazing. Pop, pop,
literally
pop,
killing everybody, like
everybody.
not even
grizzled, all that. But wait, there's more.
The 5 o'clock shadow. Legitimately, while we're watching, I was like, "What's up with the 5 o'clock shadow?
Yeah. Why is he so grizzled?
Why is he so like?"
But that's because it ain't the Batman we know.
Man, that was such an amazing twist.
Great twist.
We freaked out.
Great twist.
That's not even the best twist. What was the best twist?
The best twist. The best twist was the Joker is his mom.
That was fucking bananas.
But they never got back to the Joker.
They didn't show it, but like you kind of can make the connection there. She laughed crazy. They showed like her lipstick had spread or the blood or whatever on her face. Like
they never did get back to.
They didn't show you like seeing it, but that's kind of like where you would go from
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Which
exactly.
that was so crazy.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Man, what else they had in the movie? The war between Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
The setup with that. I love the setup for that.
That setup was good.
They met together, then Aquaman's married, has a wife, which I didn't realize. We had to watch that scene like 2-3 times just to figure out what happened. Because it changed so quickly to go to the flashbacks. Yeah, it didn't make sense, so we watched it a couple times. But yeah, ultimately they had the meeting, and then Aquaman and Wonder Woman have an affair, and his Aquaman's wife catches it, and then is like, I'm gonna like do you in, but doesn't, and Wonder Woman went all out and cut her head off.
And then now we got a war between the water world and the Amazonians.
Yes.
And it's all out because who's gonna stop them? You can't really mess with Wonder Woman, and you definitely can't really mess with the god of the sea. Because he got all the water and everything.
Which I don't know a lot about Aquaman, and I didn't know he had like a whole army. I mean, I knew Wonder Woman had the Amazonians, so like that made sense. But I didn't know that.
Yeah, I vaguely remember the whole Aquaman world.
had like a whole minions.
The only
and,
one
fighters.
I do remember his two right hand mans from a long time ago. From the 80s, I mean, from the cartoons, I just remember. I remember the bug-eyed guy. I remember him, and I remember the other guy who looks like a fish. With the fish mask, whatever, interceptor, I remember that guy too, but I don't know their names, or I can't even, it's been so long, with Aquaman.
Yeah, I just didn't realize he had a whole, like, army of fish people.
But what this movie would tell us right here is that, now that we know from the TV show that Barry went back and saved his mom,
it's basically could mess up everything. Yeah. Obviously, this story, which is, I appreciate you guys' comments so much. Thank you for recommending and making sure that it wouldn't be spoilers, because there's no way that this specific scenario can happen because of all the characters involved. So
there's no way.
We so appreciate it. You guys were right. Thank you. But it does, like you guys were saying,
it does open up
like a big, like they could do anything now. They could do anything.
That means nobody's dead. That died before.
Doesn't have to be.
Nope, nobody have to be dead.
Everybody could be totally flipped sides, like all
which would be the issues.
Sorry, one thing I just thought of in reference to the fact that Batman's storyline changed. I love the fact that they explained that with his going back, because even Barry said in the movie that well, why would this affect the stuff that happened before my mom died? But because he goes back and change time, it causes a ripple effect that goes even beyond, even before. It doesn't just impact that moment and what happens after. It can go before that. So this opens up a whole like array of different things that could possibly. It could affect literally everything. You don't know what ripple it's gonna affect.
Yeah, and for the first time ever, you have to side with Eothon. You have to side with him on that rooftop.
He's more villain. Yeah,
you are more villain because it is a very supreme, selfish act that he did.
Yeah.
And like he said, you could have did all these other things. You could have JFK. You could have a whole bunch of things.
Say your mommy.
But you had to go say your mom.
That was a harsh.
You wouldn't say you chose to go say your mom.
Not even he didn't even say mom. He was like your mommy. Like it was
your
totally.
It was you could have made world peace, but you chose to go save your mom. But
who knows what anything done? Even like him and I were joking. Like you can't even like go back in time and get like your favorite burger.
Exactly,
because you can't do that. That's gonna mess with it. You don't even know what happened.
That's the butterfly effect, dog. Come on.
Oh, one thing I noticed too that I thought was kind of funny in the show, one thing is another thing. I'm jumping all over the place, but so excited to see the Justice League movie though. Like with seeing all them together, I had the chills.
Yeah.
Like
if they follow something like this,
get it right.
If they follow something like this, they could have a really really awesome Justice League movie. You got Green Lantern in there, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg even. That's my one thing I didn't like about this movie, by the way, is whoever did the voice casting for Cyborg, come on. That was the most cheesiest.
It didn't even
really sound like a robot.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like a cyborg before he's Cyborg. You know when he's a kid still, right before he's going to be Cyborg? But then the way Cyborg looked in the movie, he looked like a grown man, and the voice just didn't match up.
Yeah, they could have gave Cyborg a little bit deeper voice, a little bit more.
He sounded very teenager-y.
Yeah,
sure. He sounded like Spider-Man, like a young version. Yeah.
But that's my only gripe with the movie other than that. But back to it. If they get to it like they did with this cartoon right here, which I know they probably do whatever they want to do, but the way they set up everybody and interacted with all the heroes and that, the fight scenes and all that, the Justice League movie could be the shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
It could be awesome if they follow something like
Man,
that.
can we just make this movie?
Yeah,
See,
they could just make it, but they can't though.
I remember somebody
can't.
also commented on, I think it was somebody who was like, I don't know if I want you to watch it because you might compare season 3 with this and want all this to happen.
not gonna happen.
No, but one thing I could appreciate about that comment is like, now that I have this hypeness about this movie, like I'm just like, I want something this awesome.
I want something this awesome, straight up, for real.
So I think that I will possibly compare this movie to season 3 just because I'm like, I just saw how you need to bring it. Like, I know all the characters can't be involved, but I can.
Which I wish they could. Man, they should really figure out something good. But I know, okay, you cannot. The internet would melt down if you put Batman on the Flash's
Well, let's
show.
let it melt down.
Superman, it will melt down. You put Green Lantern on any one of the big ones of the Justice League. Only thing they can probably do is mention their names on the show to make it seem like whatever's going on. But other than that,
together.
I don't think it'd be the shit if they could.
I think they have a big job ahead of them though, because of all this hype that the season finale brought, and then now the fact that it is like the Flashpoint or whatever, that they have a big job to do. Otherwise, they're gonna have seriously disappointed people. And we're just now watching this. We don't even know, but I know I would even be disappointed. But I know like hardcore fans that know this, have been reading the comic books for years, have been anticipating this.
Let's not get it twisted though. I haven't heard anything concrete that says season 3 is going to be a part of the Flashpoint paradox. Just because Barry went back and saved his mom doesn't necessarily mean the show is definitely going Flashpoint paradox. Now, the showrunners of the show, they could totally be like, we know y'all thinking that it's going Flashpoint paradox.
And then twist it completely.
Yeah, they can go the first episode of season 3. They can go straight up, answer all of what happened, or redo it, and then like we on a whole new. They can do the same thing right there. So,
but that would be disappointing.
That would be disappointing. But then it's like, or they could give you the Flashpoint paradox, but flip it up so everybody
they obviously had to flip it.
So they flip it up like that. So either way, I'm gonna be happy with it. So.
One other thing that I want to note that I thought was kind of funny was like the nickname for Batman was Bats. I thought it was adorable. I was like, oh, that's cute. And then Green Lantern, he calls him GL. I was just like, the little nicknames. I thought it was so cute.
And now we see what would happen if Batman dad became Batman and not Bruce.
But I feel like that was perfectly executed as well, because like if you lost your kid, like any like,
and you see how quickly the mom went crazy,
lost her mind. Yeah.
And I guess the Joker is super crazy in this world. We never got to see him, but now we know why Batman. Her. We never got to see her. Now we know why Batman was looking for the Joker so much and had all the cards on the wall and everything. So that was his wife.
That's crazy.
So, but she terrorized everything.
That's crazy. I wish we could have seen it, but I think that the whole like fact that we did it is kind of built to like because when you find out that part, you're like, oh my god, like that's who it is. Yeah. And just seeing that one moment when they do the flashback and like how she turns, that was so freaking greatly done. I got chills. I was like freaking out.
I mean, this movie was non-stop from. I mean, they set up in the beginning for the whole Barry story and the funeral. After that, though, action. Like a superhero movie should be. You should have action mixed in with that little bit
and good storyline. The whole storyline worked.
Keep it moving.
I thought that it was interesting. One thing I noted, too, is that it wasn't the Reverse Flash that killed Barry's mom.
Right.
Which again, we only know the Flash story from the show.
Yep.
So I was just like, oh, it's not him.
Yeah, it's just somebody
I kept waiting that at the end when the Reverse Flash and Barry were fighting, that I was like, oh, he's going to reveal that I killed your mom. But that wasn't even it. Like, it was like just a regular criminal that walked in the house. So I thought that was that surprised me. Like, I totally thought that I was going to know something, and I was wrong. Like, that didn't
happen. I mean, and then Barry seeing himself running back and trying to save the other Barry. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy.
And the other thing I really wanted to note about was Superman in this movie. Like how they did him in the after
he didn't crash in Kansas like he was about to crash, and then it loop-de-loop and went into the city, but they kept his ass underground out of the sun for 30 years.
And he was like anorexic. He was
super
so anorexic.
Superman.
He was like completely disconnected. He couldn't use his powers, which kind of reminded me of the Superman movie. Like when his eyes start freaking out. Or
until
like
he got up in the sun.
yeah, until no, like how he didn't know how to close his eyes.
Oh,
when he
yeah,
started
yeah,
using
yeah,
them or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god, because he's never like gotten to get used to his powers. He doesn't even know what his powers are.
He can blow his eyelids off doing that shit.
Man, and then like
In
with
the beginning.
the Cyborg part 2 where he's like friend, and he was like, oh thank you, I have a friend, and then Cyborg gets killed or whatever. I was just like, this is so crazy right now.
Yeah.
This is
And then he showed up at the end. It was too late though.
I know, that's what I mean when Cyborg dies. Like,
which I see why they couldn't have put him in it, because Superman just would have been killing everybody. He would have
Yeah.
just, the war would have been over quick.
It's good that they had him in like a
they had his ass locked up because the war would have
been
been done quick.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought that was
smart.
such an interesting twist too. This movie, surprisingly, is really dark. Like it was a pretty dark. Like
you guys were correct about not having a kid watch it.
Not letting Jay watch this.
Yeah.
So good call.
Yeah, good call. Because when Wonder Woman picked up the Shazam kids, let's just say,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy.
Didn't think that was gonna go down.
We're like no, and they were like, oh yeah, it happened.
Yeah, it's what you want. This is war.
For real.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I think
that's pretty much it, though.
I mean, I'm sure there's other things. We literally just finished watching it and are doing this. I know we haven't had a chance to process everything.
Process it, but it was.
But bottom line, I absolutely loved it. I'm so
Two
geeked
thumbs up, man.
about the Justice League developments. I'm so excited about obviously Flash coming back, and I'm just so appreciate the fact that you guys because again, I don't watch animated nothing ever. And
so
I'm
maybe
so
she
excited.
will now. Thanks to you guys. So.
Seriously, great suggestion. We had a blast. This is such a fun Sunday.
Yes, it was.
Activity.
Very good. Very good watch.
Thank you.
Thank you guys again for suggesting it, and thank you guys again for watching. This has been another BRT recap.
Yes.
Let's call it that.
That was really done.
Okay. Well, until next time, people. Peace out.